Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today's February the 8th, 2021. We're going to give you all a price prediction for SKILLZ. It was a SPAC, but now they have merged with another company, and it's kind of like DraftKings SKILLZ. So we're going to look at that particular stock to see if the market can continue to go higher in price. But before I do, just want to give you all a quick look at the portfolio, our simulated portfolio of us picking our long-term stocks. You all can see for the most part, we're looking pretty good. And there's only about two stocks that are currently down, EQT and VNO. Just want to give you all a very quick snapshot. We got a playlist for each of these stocks, so you guys could go ahead and check them all out to see what we talked about. Look at the price chart to see what was displayed, just to get a gauge as to why we chose these stocks to be in this portfolio. And not only that, you guys can see that analyst consensus for these stocks are also here, so that you can track what the majority of these so-called experts are following for these particular stocks as well. All right, now let's go ahead and move on and take a look at SKILLZ. So we're going to look at this particular stock right now, and as you all can tell, the last trading day for this particular market, the market in SKILLZ closed up about 12.13%. Now, before I go into this prediction, if you guys appreciate our content, hit the like button, share the video, and also subscribe to this channel. Tap that bell notification, because we're simply here to make sure that we are in position to capitalize from the trap's movements. All right, the trap is the one you see on the bottom left side of my screen. It is his whole function to create a market. He lays down traps to make sure that he can accumulate as much of our funds as possible to enrich his pockets. But for us, we need to do the opposite. We need to make sure we beat him to these prices so that he can give us the funds back. All right. So now, as you all can see, the last 2 days, the first thing that glaringly looks at us is the volume. We've seen a lot of volume in this market the last 2 days. All right, so what does that mean? Because the market in SKILLZ, with this high volume, the market shot higher in price, which lets us know that the majority of the market is in agreement with the movement in higher price, right? This lets us know that he's trying to take this market to a totally different price level. That's why we are also noticing this space. So going forward, in order for this market in SKILLZ to continue to see higher price, we have to see this market continue to trade, I would say, above $37.50, no lower than the low that came in on the 4th of February, okay, which is around $35. Going forward. Now, let's take a look at the market on the weekly time frame. You guys can see that we are in a very strong bullish uptrend. You know, the market is filling itself. Seemingly, it looked like there's no stoppage to how high this particular market can go based off what occurred the last couple of weeks. I mean, we've seen this market shoot up like a rocket, so much so that we're breaking the overall trend. Okay, so we're going to hold that there, right? This is the actual trend. This is the current trend that the market is currently going through in SKILLZ. But either way, we are trading well away from it. So these are the two areas trend that the market in SKILLZ is going through. And what we can expect is for the market to continue to trade this way and break it. And it might come to this trend and continue to follow it. That will be our expectation, okay? Because there's no way that you would expect the market to continue to shoot straight up into perpetuity. Don't expect that, okay? So let's go ahead and get rid of this trend here. I'm going to keep this one here because this is the longer term trend. You know, the market obeyed this line a lot more. And looking at SKILLZ on a 3-week time frame, you guys can see that the market is monumental. There's just nothing but strength here for this particular stock, even on the monthly time frame. I mean, we're just starting out the month of February, and we're already seeing this particular stock increase 58, almost 59% in less than 8 days. So, what do you think the market's going to do in SKILLZ? Based off everything we talked about, I mean, the market here is definitely emphasizing some strength. Okay, we're going to continue to play that out. There's no need to buck the trend. The trend is in the favor of the bulls right now. The trend is in favor of those who are wanting the price to go higher, and there's no need for us to try to break that. Okay, the only thing that we need to determine is where can support come in at in order for us to continue to see these higher prices, or the ability for that to continue. Okay, so there's a couple of areas. The first one is 42. Okay, if the trap comes in, drops the price towards 42, and he's elevating the price there, then the market is going to be a lot swifter into increasing his price. We can expect a bigger movement to the upside. Now, if he comes and brings support around $39.50, it might take a while. The market is going to consolidate, trade within a range, and then the breakout will continue. No lower than $35 though. Okay, if he brings that support area back down to $35, then we really will be in a longer trading range. The market's just going to be bouncing in between prices before we see the resumption to higher price. All right, but all in all, we're still expecting this particular market to go higher for SKILLZ, right? And like I said, I'm going to bring it down to 35 to where the market came in as a low, and we're going to continue to play the strength though. Okay, now takes us back over to the daily time frame, and the strength is still in play, so we're going to continue to follow it. So the market can definitely come in around $50, $52 as a high. Okay, we're going to continue to play that out. And this is a very wide prediction. Okay, we have a very wide area that we can substantiate price going. But so long as this market in SKILLZ does not break 35 cents to the downside, this market will continue to trade sideways and increase the price. That's simple. Okay, so let's be on the lookout. Let's see what occurs over the next day or so to see whether or not this particular stock is able to maintain its strength. And we would have to TP the market anywhere in this green, because as I zoom out, we have nowhere here to gauge where market support is. Where market restrictions can be found. So we had to play that out. We got to think about that. So anywhere in this green will have to be TP. TP simply means take profit. Okay, now it's your turn. Where do you all think the market in SKILLZ is headed? How high do you think the market's going to go before we see the market go down? Let us know with a comment in the comment section. And that's it. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, you know what to do. Trade different.